Hello guys, welcome back to Chemistry Study Group. So in this video, we'll be discussing oxidation and reduction, or you can call it redox. All right. So redox happen when iron rust or fuel burns, right? Anytime iron rust or fuel burns, in the actual sense, it means oxidation and reduction is happening concurrently. Something is oxidized and another thing is reduced at the same time. All right. So majorly, we can define oxidation in two different ways. We can define oxidation based on electrons, and we can define oxidation based on oxygen and hydrogen atoms. So we'll be taking it one by one and be seeing practical examples. So we take based on electrons first. Now, oxidation and reduction based on electron. So to define oxidation, it means the loss of electrons. The loss of electrons. So let's see sodium here. Sodium here loses one electron or transfers one electron to become what? Sodium ion. Okay, so this is what? Oxidation, because it lost electron. Look at it, it loses one electron. Remember on our previous video on ionic bonding, how sodium transfer his one electron in the atom shell to chlorine to form sodium ion. So he have lost that electron in the atom shell. So that loss of electron that he lost to become this sodium plus sodium ion is called oxidation. Now look at reduction. Reduction is gain of electron. Okay, remember that chlorine received the electron from ionic bonding that sodium transferred to it. Okay, so that chlorine received the electron to become what? Chlorine ion, so that they now form what? Ionic bonding, sodium chloride. Okay, so reduction is what? Gain of electron, such as chlorine receiving electron that is being transferred from sodium. Okay, are we together now? So this is what? Reduction, gaining of electron. Now the second way we can define oxidation and reduction is what? Based on hydrogen, oxygen and hydrogen. So oxidation can be defined as what? Gain of oxygen and loss of hydrogen. Gain of oxygen and loss of hydrogen. This happens concurrently. Now let's take example. This magnesium plus oxygen. This magnesium is gaining oxygen atom, because this oxygen is being added to magnesium to form magnesium oxide. It is what? Oxidation. Remember, we say oxidation is what? Gain of oxygen. So as oxygen atom is being added to it to form magnesium oxide, we say this reaction is what? Oxidation reaction. Is that clear? Okay. Now let's check reduction. Reduction is what? Lose of oxygen atom and gain of hydrogen atom. Lose of oxygen and gain of hydrogen. Look at this reaction. Copper oxide plus hydrogen. This particular copper oxide now is being added hydrogen, because this hydrogen is added to it. Because this copper oxide is gaining hydrogen, it is what? Reduction. Remember that reduction is what? Loss of oxygen and gain of hydrogen, because hydrogen is being gained, right? Plus hydrogen, it means this reaction is what? Reduction. So, and look at it, oxygen now that is here, okay, oxygen here that is here is no more here again. So it means this copper is what? Reduced. Copper is what? Reduced. So this particular copper now is what? Reducing. This is what? Reducing. Okay, it reduced. This is reduction. This is reduction. And hydrogen now is being what? Oxidized. That means the oxygen that left this copper has come to this hydrogen to form water. So this is what? Oxidation. So we see this is oxidation. Reduction happened at this end, oxidation happened at this end. Okay, so that means oxidation, reduction, and oxidation happen concurrently. Now look at this place. Let's come back to this electron part. Okay, anytime we have the electron at right hand side is what? Oxidation. Whenever we have the electron at the left hand side is reduction. That's the short way to identify them. If you have the the electron at the right hand side is what? Oxidation. If you have the electron at the left hand side is reduction. Okay, so that means oxidation and reduction happens concurrently. Now let's take for instance, this is a particular reaction now where we have zinc plus copper ion to form zinc ion plus copper. All right, so oxidation and reduction happen here concurrently. So let's see what happened. We see this particular zinc now form zinc ion. This copper ion now form neutral copper. So what happened? Let's see what happened. Okay, so this zinc now, for it to form zinc ion, it means it was lost how many electron? Two electron to form what? Zinc 2 plus, we now say plus 2 electron. So remember that if the electron is at the right, it is what? Oxidation. So this is oxidation. All right. So this copper now, this copper 2 plus, this copper 2 plus, right? For it to form copper, neutral copper, it means we are adding what? Two electrons. And adding two electrons will now form what? Neutral copper. Are we together now? So since we are having the electron on the left, it is what? Reduction. Reduction. So you see, zinc is what? Losing electron, oxidation. Copper is accepting electron to form neutral copper and reduction. So this is what? Redox, oxidation and reduction. Oxidation and reduction, don't forget that they happen concurrently. Are we together now? Please, if this video makes sense to you, don't forget to like, share, and follow us for more. Drop your thought if you have, if you need clarification, you want to contribute. Go ahead, feel free to drop your thought in the comment section. God bless you.